When Pastor Jessica asked Ed and me to speak about stewardship, I asked Ed if he would be up here with me. And as you can see, he declined. But we are a church family together, so I will include his offerings to our church as I go along. Stewardship: time, talents, treasure. Using the gifts God has given to nurture and support our church. I took a little trip down memory lane to recall the first times I remember sharing with my church. When I was a little girl, my parents would make sure there was some money in the offering envelope I took with me to Sunday school. Then, as a high schooler, I taught Sunday school. Toddlers, I had forgotten about that. Fast forward to 30 years ago. I was a very busy mom and stepmom of 4 teens, teacher of Spanish at Morristown High School, master's degree student. Ed was working construction jobs in New York City that sometimes went day and night, and keeping up with the hockey schedule of the boys. With 4 college educations looming in the near future, we were both working hard to keep the family finances afloat. During that time, however, we gave our church what we could financially. All the other ways we contributed are more memorable and gave us more in return. Ed had been a major contributor in the building of a church addition. He declined to attend the meetings. He would do anything, just don't ask him to sit for any period of time. I was asked to become a deacon and found that position to be very rewarding and a pathway to meeting wonderful people. I taught a couple of different levels of church school. We encouraged our kids to contribute by picking up the luminarias that were used to light the long driveway to the church on Christmas Eve. It was a long driveway, and it took all of us to clean up the bags, sand, and candles. They complained, but I think it planted a seed, which I will come back to later. Present-day Forked River Presbyterian Church. Kids are grown, finances are better, time is more available. Pastor Terry asked me to become an elder and to help with the personnel committee. I knew about as much about running a personnel committee as I knew how to explain Bible mysteries to Sunday school students. But with unbelievable support and patience, my church friends reached out to me and helped get me to the point where it's working. From the position of serving as an elder, I get to see what is needed day to day. In addition to our fantastic staff who maintain our building and grounds, many, many hands keep FRPC thriving. Ed joined the finance committee. He's the numbers guy of the couple. I will take credit for encouraging him to step up. And he has mellowed to the point where he will sit for a meeting, provided it's not too long. We both accompanied Pastor Terry and a group of 12 to Uganda in 2018. We were part of a dental mission with Dr. Jerry Rosenberg. We would not have had this life-changing experience if we had not stepped way out of our comfort zone. Ed can tell you stories about trying to bring electricity to the dental tools. He was chief problem solver. And if a better generating or wiring system couldn't be located, he and Alsiki were prepared to go to Kampala and buy a new one with their own money. When we returned from Uganda, I tried to continue to help Caleb and his schools by making and selling jewelry made from paper beads purchased in Uganda, and sewing and selling tote bags made from fabric purchased at the craft market in Kampala. You all supported this effort, and we sent over $1,000 to the children. I hope this little talk has conveyed that it isn't just money in your offering envelope that defines stewardship. You have talents and gifts that you can bring if you just think about it. You don't have to travel to Uganda to make a difference. Our grown children, I said I would come back to this. Our oldest son has a family and they attend our former church, the church he grew up in. The family as a whole are enthusiastic supporters, participants, and helpers. I guess picking up those luminarias left an impression. Thanks for listening. Please think about the ways you can be a good steward. I hope I've helped you think of ways you can share the gifts God has given you.